global marketplace of information. And this information asymmetry is different in that landscape. Uh, where do you see, how do we roll this back, do we roll this back? The RSF report focused on how technology was one of the five contributing reasons. But in the last few years, it's been the game changer. They became the gatekeepers to the public sphere without the responsibility or the mission of journalists. They took it away from journalists. Tech platforms also became uh, the, the places where the credibility of journalists were attacked. Where do you see this heading? And I guess, given that money still drives this, um, how can we make this better?
So I think there are two essential ingredients. The first is there needs to be regulation and accountability. We now realize that can do lots of harms. And we always knew there could be harms. We have regulations about crying fire in a crowded theater, about childhood pornography. But the magnitude of the harms in terms of incitement, hate, violence, it's just been increased enormously. So we need appropriate regulations. And rather than increasing accountability, what the US Congress did was to release them from any liability. So we really distorted this marketplace. We took away accountability from the most dangerous part of the whole ecology. So regulation and accountability is one step. I believe that access to accurate news, to information, to knowledge is a fundamental public good. And as a public good, it has to be publicly supported. And the countries in which there's the most trust in the media, like Sweden, are countries in which there is a strong public support.
Yes.
Now, you might ask, where are we going to get the money from? And the answer is the platforms have generated enormous amounts of money at low marginal cost, high ability to raise revenue, devastating effects on the rest of the media. And there's absolutely no doubt that they are a appropriate way of providing revenue through a taxation. What is so striking from a global perspective is how the platform firms have typically avoided taxation, just like they avoided accountability. So while they become the most lucrative parts of our economy, they excel in their ability to avoid fiscal responsibility, as well as the other kinds of responsibility, so that they've not been paying their fair share of taxes. If we tax them, use some of that revenues to create a better information knowledge ecology, I think we can make inroads in trying to recreate a kind of informed marketplace of ideas.